Foreign Investor's Guide to Maldives Laws and Regulations. By Mohammed Sani. This brief guide contains unofficial translations of various acts of Parliament of the Republic of Maldives. We do not guarantee the accuracy of any translation. The use of these guidelines is at your own risk and we will not be liable for any consequences. These translations shall be treated only as in summarized guideline. The original Acts of Parliaments, Maldivian laws are passed in Maldives language. Dhivehi, Maldives Tourism Act Law No. 299. This act provides for the determination of zones and islands for the development of tourism in the Maldives, the leasing of islands for development as tourist resorts, the leasing of land for development as tourist hotels and tourist guest houses, the leasing of places for development as marinas, the management of all such facilities, and the operation of tourist vessels, diving centers and travel agencies, and the regulation of persons providing such services. This act shall be cited as the Maldives Tourism Act, Maldives Civil Aviation Act Act No. 2 2001. This act makes provision in respect of the registration and operation of civil aircraft in the Maldives, construction, registration, operation and use of civil aerodromes, other matters relating to civil aircraft and aerodromes, and safety of civil aviation in the Maldives. Exploring means of developing civil aviation of Maldives, arranging of air transport services between the Maldives and other countries, establishing and developing relations with international civil aviation organizations and associations, arranging measures relating to aviation navigation and conduct of all matters relating to civil aviation in the Maldives shall be under the supervision of the Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation in the Republic of Maldives. Companies Act of the Republic of Maldives, Act No. 1096. This is the law governing the formation, registration and regulation of companies in the Republic of Maldives. This law shall be cited as the Companies Act of the Republic of Maldives. Companies in the Maldives shall be formed and managed in the manner prescribed in this act. Every company shall have a memorandum and articles of association which shall contain the names of the persons forming the company and shall be signed by them in the presence of 2 witnesses who shall also sign the same. The Consumer Protection Act, Act No. 196. This act determines the rights of the consumers and the protection of these rights. This act shall be cited as the Consumer Protection Act. Unless otherwise provided by another law, traders and service providers shall not while trading or providing a service engage in any unfair discriminatory practices. It is an offense to unfairly prevent any person from purchasing a product or receiving a service. Every trader or service provider who sells a product or a service shall on demand issue to the purchaser thereof a receipt setting out the Contract Act 1991 Law of Contract in Maldives, Law No. 491. A contract is an agreement between 2 or more persons and which must be legally valid and enforceable. The parties to a contract must have consented freely and voluntarily, and must possess the legal capacity to contract. Any person with sound mind and over the age of 16 shall be deemed to possess the legal capacity to contract referred to in subsection A of this section. A contract is concluded when an offer made by one person is accepted by the person to whom it is made, in accordance with this law. The Fisheries Act 1987. In this law, fisheries means the fishing, capturing, or the taking of any living resources from the seas of the exclusive economic zone of the Maldives, or any activity related thereto. Note: seas in this law means the high seas and the waters inside the atolls and includes lagoons, shallow water areas and reefs. The Foreign Investment Act 1979. This is the act that provides law on foreign investments in the Republic of Maldives. This Law No. 2579 Law on Foreign Investment in the Republic of Maldives was amended by the Citizens' Majlis February 1, 1989 and came into effect on February 9, 1989. The Maldives Monetary Authority Act 1981. This act establishes the authority named as the Maldives Monetary Authority. The principal purposes of the authority shall be to issue currency and regulate the availability and international value of the Maldivian rupiah, to provide advisory services to the government on banking and monetary matters, to supervise and regulate banking so as to promote a sound financial structure, and to promote in the country and outside the country the stability of Maldivian currency and foster financial conditions conducive to the orderly and balanced economic development of Maldives. Partnerships Act 13-2011. The Partnerships Act 13-2011 governs the formation, registration and operation of all partnerships in the Maldives. The law allows the registration of general partnerships and limited liability partnerships in the Maldives. A partnership is the business association with a minimum of at least 2 partners above the age of 18, and limited to 20, in which each agrees to furnish a part of the capital and labor for a business enterprise, and bearing separate names. Partnerships with any foreign shareholdings are also governed by the Foreign Investment Act. Sale of Goods Act 1991. A sale of goods is an agreement between the seller and the buyer to transfer the property and goods by the seller to the buyer for a determined price. In this act, the said agreement shall be referred to as the contract for sale of goods. The duty of the seller is to deliver the goods in accordance with the terms of the contract. Similarly, the duty of the buyer is to accept the goods and pay its price in accordance with the terms of the contract. Thank you for watching this presentation. Do you have any questions? Are you interested in investing in the Maldives? Our team of financial and legal experts will help clarify all questions you have, and also provide invaluable information in relation to the best investment option in the Maldives. Please, contact the following details for further information. Email mohammedsani@gmail.com or call or Viber, WhatsApp on 960779243-66.